I've never played this map. I haven't played that map this map that much. Excuse me. So take out that stuff because I figure it's going to be there. They don't have a nexus. I know that much. So I go and take in their stuff. But I mean, at the same time, he takes out everything I have. I run my guys down here to try to build a supply depot, but he already has a nexus down here, and that's how I lost. Because he killed my supply depot. So, right, so that, like, this early kind of pressure, right, like, most players, they're going to want to have you're going to have, like, a style you really like. You're going to have a build that you like. And Day 9 says this a lot. Don't just give up the build you have, the style that you have. Because, honestly, this is going to be ridiculous, but it's sort of like an art form, right? Don't look at some. I don't really care. Let's see here. It was temple. I'm so sorry. This is the player. No, that's against the computer. Gaius. Says a war. Check this out. Okay. So the build you have is part of your personality. This is the construct that you have to represent yourself. You know, StarCraft, right? So I love overpowering my opponent, right? I love like I love timing pushes. I love knowing that I'm safe, relatively safe. I like that kind of stuff. So at 9.5, what happened? Okay, a lot of people, like my friends, actually, because but they ask me, when do you build the supply depot? But what happens is, I get to 9 supply. I'll go a little bit back. I'll get to, oh my god, okay, but basically I'll get to 9 supply, and I'll queue up 2 SCVs, right? And then as soon as I get 100 minerals, I throw down a supply depot as close as I can, right? And it'll tell you that your supply blocked, but it'll only be for like a millisecond, and your SCVs will just continue streaming out. So that's a little tip. Again, this isn't really on my build. It's about the zealot rush, or dealing with early pressure, rather. This guy, his name is High, so I mean, I don't want to judge, but I will anyway. Drugs are bad, kids. Drugs and StarCraft do not mix. So look, here you go. He's got the pylon and the 2-gate, right? I go to his base. Oh, snaps, right? Nothing there. Again, the temptation to build a bunker, but I resist. I'm going to play a honest, fair, and true game. And I check over here, right? Because I'm a total noob. Or, I check over here, rather. I check somewhere. Anyway, but I put this bunker up, right? I immediately put this bunker up. And these 2 supply depots, which, I mean, were a bit ahead of time. Because I hate walling off, right? But I'm forced to in this scenario. And then, look. Safe as a pea in a pod. Right? So, again, he has... What does he have? He has nothing in his base, right? So he tries to come up here. I pull some SCVs off the line. His all-in tactic does not work, right? And I'm continuing with my build. Barracks with the tech lab. I have the this thing. I'm a little bit behind because I built those 2 supply depots, but I had to build them because I'm not putting my barracks up there. That's just something. That's just so. Oh, my Reaper is out here too, which I probably said it, but it's part of the TLO kind of thing. Reapers are really good for scouting. I think a lot of low-level players... see? I'm a total noob. This should be at the Zelnaga. But a lot of low-level players, like... The interesting thing about StarCraft is, like, all the units have so many purposes, right? Like, when they made the game, there's a definite purpose for each of the units, but through, like, exploration and players' creativity, like, new uses will arise, right? The rules of the game are changed, or the metagame are changed. right? Not the actual physical game. But so then I've lost to this so many times. This is just one example when I've beaten it. That loss was actually after this game where I fended it off. Again, it might be because of the ramp. I think against Protoss and Zerg, I think I'll just I may have to just start walling off because I'm not at that level where I can, micro my way around stuff. Micro my way out of a tough situation, but let's speed it up a bit. But basically, I stick with my build. I start getting armor because I'm a pansy, and I don't know why. Dark Templar again. I expect the cheese. Like, I prepare. I needed this anyway, which is really nice. So, God, I'm just rambling now. But after this we start talking, right? But I basically win the game right here. But the important thing is to look at a pro player, right? If you don't know of any pro players, just subscribe to Husky and HD. They're doing casts. They're even doing tutorials if you're new to StarCraft. But find a pro player that you like and you say, wow, this is really cool. I like this, right? And then try to emulate it, right? So I have the Braddock kind of style. Albeit I'm not nearly as pro as Braddock. I have terrible game sense and all that jazz. But yeah, I just like this Mass Marine style. Look at that little bad graphics on my computer, but I think it looks cool anyway. I like this Mass Marine style, especially with the combat shield, and I like to get the armor, and they have stims, which I use to take down stuff relatively quickly, but like, they last a long time, especially with these medevacs. But, oh God, I'm getting off track again. Find a pro gamer that you like, right? Try to copy his build. See, like, roughly when does he get stuff, and try to do it. See, I don't know how to I'm a total noob. Just find something you like and try to do it. And that's where you have to really start. Look at this. Don't be like this. I mean, if you're this far behind, like, don't let cheese get you down. That's the other thing. See, look, Zealot Rush is hard for me. Don't let cheese get you down. Find something that works to block the cheese, right? Against Terran, like for me, when I'm playing against Terran, I still like to get Marines even though they get owned by tanks. But I'll probably get like Hellions too, usually, which is part of the TLO strat. I'll talk about that later if I do another one of these. Lol, you owned me. Yeah, but I almost died and whatever. But for Terran, I don't really like walling off the front, because what happens is when I'm dealing with cheesers, as I call them, I mean, it's a legit strategy, honestly. Pros do it, so whatever. But when people do kind of all-in stuff, they'll bring like 4 Reapers, and they'll jump up, and they'll come attack my mineral line, right? But all my defenses are up here, right? So all my guys are just focused on defending this choke point. So Zealots or Lings or whatever, other Marines can't come in if I'm fighting against Terran. So that's why I like to keep all my stuff really close. This supply depot is a good example. My barracks, you want to put your stuff everywhere so you can see your entire base on the mini-map, which I eventually started doing, but I like to keep my stuff close because it just makes it homely. I'll play some more games. I've had a lot of, my parents are out of town this weekend, and basically I'm just drinking Monster and playing StarCraft. So I'm gonna try to post this to like the part 3 of that game that Husky didn't finish with TLO and someone else, if he posted part 3 yet.